I went live. I'm babysitting right now. But I wanted to come here on live because I haven't went on it in a while, and because I just got a lot on my mind. And I don't know if you've seen my last videos or not, but like for me, I'm really trying to heal. I'm literally trying to find multiple ways on healing. I'm gonna start uploading as much as I can to help me heal, to show my healing journey, because Lord knows that I need anything possible. It's crazy that I went from being, when you guys last seen me, a roller coaster tech, to now to seeing me show my gender reveal, to now talking about healing. Why am I healing? Because my daughter passed away. I don't know if you ever lost a child or not, but like, if you know somebody who passed away, know someone who lost a child, it's very difficult. But like, you gotta keep going. And like, if you haven't seen my short, my man took me out for Valentine's today because he feels like, you know, I just need to heal. He tries to be sensitive, even though he's going through this with me. He understands that like I'm dealing with it harder. And boy, what is you doing? I wouldn't even say that I'm dealing with it harder, because he's dealing with it just as much as me. It's just that he knows that right now I need that extra healing, that extra whatever. Like, I don't know. God has been helping me, but I need like a distraction because I'm in a whole different state now. I had my daughter in a whole different state, and ever since I got to the state, I felt like life just been lifing for me. And like, losing a child for me has been so tough. Like, I cry all the time. I feel myself getting depressed. Like, I don't want to take care of myself. I did do my hair so that I can try to, like, I don't know, do something. But like, for me personally, like, just a few months ago, I was just fixing roller coasters. And now I'm grieving a child, like my daughter, my first daughter. Losing a child has made me realize, like I grew up in the hood, and hi Patricia. I grew up in the hood, and like, you see people lose their kids all the time, but you don't ever think of it. And it's okay, Patricia. It's gonna be people who have their own opinions or feel whatever they feel. Let them. All I know is this process for me has, so my daughter was supposed to be born in March. She came early. She actually was born in January 5th of this year. So, and she passed right after, like the same time. She was actually born stillborn. We came down south to, you know, just visit family on my man's side, and I lost a child. You know, whoever Khan is, I pray that one day when you have a child, that your child is healthy and that your child is amazing, because at this moment, I don't have mine. And that's my healing journey. If anybody goes back into my videos, I just like was fixing roller coasters, just started being like, I have a almost 9-year-old son, and thank you, Patricia, but I don't feel it, honest to God, thank you, but I don't feel it. Like, this journey for me has, like, this journey, like, it's just the beginning of this journey, and it's so difficult. You don't never think that you would be the one to go through the things that happen. Like, you hear about people going through it, but like, you never be like, you never in your mind, it's like you tell yourself that you're kind of like untouchable, right? And that nothing could happen to you. And when you become pregnant, like, the last thing you think of is like your child is you're gonna lose your child. Like a few days before I lost her, I was just picking out her stroller. Like, me and my man was just going to go pick out her stroller, and we had just bought her diaper bag. And Patricia, hope you feel good. God bless you. Thank you, Patricia. I really don't feel good, but I'm praying that eventually with time I do feel better. I know I'd never forget her, but like, I truly in my heart, I don't feel good right now. Faith, so sorry. I lost my daughter 1 year ago. Wow, I'm sorry for that. Was she a baby? Were you like, what was it? And how have you been dealing with it? Because like, she was my first daughter. I didn't even expect to have a daughter. And on top of that, like, I do have a kid already, but he's been my only child for almost 9 years. And when I did, I used to think I couldn't get pregnant anymore. So when I did, and then I found out it was a girl, like, I was in disbelief. If y'all see my gender reveal, people think that I was upset that I was having a girl. And it wasn't that. I was in shock. I was completely shocked that it came out to be a girl, because I never in my, like, I don't know, for some reason I always thought like I would just always have boys. Patricia, I'm so sorry for your loss. I know I've been a good mom to you. Oh my God. That's the hardest part. Like, for me, I wanted to be a good mom to her so bad. I wanted to show her like all the things I do, teach her how to be a little badass, and I don't mean bad literally, like just a strong woman. Because if you go into my channel, you'll see that like I fix roller coasters, I used to fix planes, I've done telecommunications, and I'm 5'2". When people look at me, they don't really assume that, that's my career. And when I found out I was pregnant, I knew I was gonna have to go on leave. Once I was going on leave, I really was like, I'm thinking about changing my career so that I could be with my children more and really give them 100%. My son, not to say I didn't give him 100%, but for all the single parents out there, because the person I'm with now is not my kid's biological father, but he loves him, and my son calls him father, honestly. But he, I feel like my son, because he was my firstborn and I had him at 20 years old, I feel like, and please nobody take this like into offense, I feel like he was my trial and error child, meaning like the things that I didn't know about being a mother, I got to figure out with him, you know. So with my daughter, she was planned. My son wasn't planned, but I took everything head on. I didn't have my career with my son. I have a career when I got pregnant with my daughter. I didn't know what it was to be a mother. Once I got pregnant with my daughter, I knew what it was to be a, well, beforehand with I learned through my son, but I'm just saying, like, with my daughter, I was going to know how to be a mom without having to truly learn. I mean, I was going to have to learn how to be a girl mom, but not so much like learning how to be a mom. Faith, she was growing and handicapped. Grief is not linear. You have to go through the pain. I'm so sorry for your loss. No age. Doesn't matter if they're young or old. Losing a child is literally the most difficult thing ever. And I don't know if you guys want to watch my video. It is 30 minutes long. I'm not saying you have to, because I'm not trying to profit off of my daughter at all. I'm just using YouTube as my healing journey to post, because I need to like visually see myself healing. Because sometimes, like, I think I'm healing and then I feel like I'm going backwards, you know? So, but if you do want to watch the video, it explains a little bit more about what exactly happened. You guys don't have to, or if you want to skip it, like I said, I'm not trying to profit off of my daughter at all. You got this. God is with us, and you don't look back. You got this. Thank you, Patricia. It's so hard. Like, it's to the point where I have such a strong support system from my man, just alone, and my son, that, like, for me personally, it got so difficult that I was just, like, ready to leave him. And I didn't even have a reason why. I just felt like I was in a dark space, and I didn't want to bring him in that dark space. I don't know if you guys ever felt like that before. But, like, on top of losing my daughter, I had a C-section. So it's like I'm physically reminded of the fact that I have a daughter. But the state that I did have her in, they don't acknowledge her because she was born stillborn. And I call her my sleeping beauty. She was born stillborn. So they don't give you a birth certificate, and they don't give you a death certificate. This state don't even give you a fetal or stillborn certificate. What they gave me after I had her was a little memorabilia box, which I appreciated that, and a wristband that says I gave birth with a doctor's note. That's all I was able to have. So it felt like, was this experience real? Like, I know I have a C-section. I know I have a scar. It's my first C-section. And she was born at 28. Technically, she passed at 28 weeks and I believe 5 days. But I gave birth to her at 29 and 1, because I was about to be 29 right away. So, yeah. Some days I feel like I can't breathe. Some days I feel like I'm not suicidal, y'all. I'm really not. But some days I just feel like life is over, like, or I feel selfish to, like, live my life knowing that she's not here. I think about what it would be like to just have a daughter, like a little mini me, to teach her all the things, teach her. She could be a girly girl if she wants. But I wanted to always teach her how to be independent. I'm pretty sure her father was going to teach her that as well, show her love. She has a great father, amazing father. Okay, sometimes everybody's sad, but anything is possible. You are powerful, strong, healthy. I believe you are a good person. Thank you. I am a good person. I am. So that's why I said, like, I'm going to use YouTube as my healing journey, because I'm going to go back to school. At this moment, I don't know what I'm going to go to school for, but that's part of why I want to tag y'all along in my journey. I want to go back to working out and get this gobble chin gone. I also want to work on healing just like my inner self, so that when I am physically ready to have another child, that I can. Thank you, Patricia. I really appreciate you for interacting with me and sending me encouragement, because honestly, sometimes that's what I need. I'm not looking for approval from anybody, but I feel alone, because, like, even my own family said it. They don't know nobody who ever lost a kid. And for it to be me, like the first one, I feel like God had a bigger purpose. And I know that she's safe with him up there. So, but I just wish I got more time with her. I did decide to cremate her. I know some parents, they bury their children, but like for me, I couldn't bury her. Me and her father agreed, like, we couldn't bury her. We needed to bring her along wherever we go, especially because this is not the state that I'm originally from. I wouldn't want her to be born in this state. Like, be left in this state, should I say. But, like, I will give you guys just a tad bit of a little background. Like, me and her father, we knew each other since middle school. I know y'all probably like, oh, how did y'all know, or whatever. We actually lost contact for about 13 years, but he was actually my first kiss in middle school. I know. But then, like, I just turned 29. So my daughter was born January 5th on a Sunday. And my birthday is January 28th. I was born on a Sunday. So, I just turned 29, but we lost contact for like so many years. We've been together for a few years now, but I'm just saying, we lost contact for about, I think it was like 12 years, because growing up, after middle school, we didn't really have phone. Like, social media was not how it is now. And so when we reconnected, we did want to see if, like, our feelings were still there for each other, even though we were children. And it was. But it's like I always felt like God was bringing him in my life for a reason. And I promise you, I would not want to do this journey with nobody else. Losing a child with nobody else. He was there through everything. And even when she came out of me, I was sedated because I had a C-section. When I woke up, even though she was gone, the way he looked at her was like she was still here with the most love. So much love. Like, he kissed all over her. And I couldn't really get up because I was sedated. My son, I gave vaginal birth. This was my first C-section. Patricia, I will believe God will help. You keep praying. You got this. Pray always. He will help you. I'm going to keep praying. God and my family is literally the only thing that's helping me get through this. Happy late birthday. Thank you. It was January 28th. But yes, thank you, Patricia. Like I said, I wouldn't want to go through this with nobody else. I don't want to be that person that y'all come on here and only see negativity. You know, That's not me. It's not me at all. So like, but I felt like losing her made me feel like I had no more passion for anything. Like, why even go back to being a roller coaster tech? What my true passion, I believe, is videography and helping people. I've always got involved in my city. I've always got involved in mentoring. And I think this is just another testimony in my life that I can share. I don't personally know anyone who ever had a stillborn. But one thing I've learned through this journey is that whether it's a miscarriage, a stillborn, or losing the actual like your child who you raised, it all hit the same. It all hit the same. I used to think that a miscarriage was no big deal. That's so selfish of me to think that, because when you want that child so bad, it hurts. So, thank you, Patricia. I'm going to follow my dreams. I am. But I want to give back to my community. And I want to be... I just want to heal. I want to properly heal. I could say one thing, losing her, like I did used to smoke marijuana, but losing her, after having her, I tried it one time after losing her, and I didn't have the urge for it no more, honestly. It's like God just was like, no, renew yourself, you know, like you don't need all of this. I believe God gonna bless me again. I just wish it was sooner than later, but it feels selfish to say that. But like, I want a family with this man so bad. I love him so much. We're supposed to be getting married soon. And yeah. So I will subscribe to you. God bless you. Thank you, Patricia. I am gonna get off. And I hope to see you soon, speak to you soon. I truly appreciate you staying with me, having this conversation with me. You've been amazing. Even just a little bit of conversation between you and me has helped a lot. So I really, truly appreciate it. And God bless you, Patricia, and anybody who's watching. And I don't just ask God to heal me, but I ask God to heal all of you guys. Anything that you guys are going through, I ask God to heal. And